1957. America was supposed to be land of the free, but apparently not for everyone. Specifically, in Little Rock, Arkansas, 9 teenagers were about to walk into a school and straight into history. They didn't carry books that day. They carried the weight of a nation. This was Central High School, a symbol of separate but equal, a lie that the Supreme Court shattered just 3 years earlier in the Brown versus Board of Education, a ruling that segregation in public schools was unconstitutional. But rulings mean nothing if no one enforces them. Enter the 9 black teenage students called the Little Rock Nine. They ranged just 14 to 17 years of age, chosen for their strength, their grades, and most importantly, for their bravery. They knew what was coming. Spit, slurs, death threats, but they walked towards them anyway. On September 4th, 1957, they approached the school gates, only to be met by the Arkansas National Guard, blocking them, not to protect, but to keep them out. That's when the world turned its eyes to Little Rock. President Eisenhower couldn't look away. He federalized the National Guard and sent in the 101st Airborne Division, the U.S. Army, to escort the children to school. Imagine that, going to class with soldiers guarding your every step, learning math while a mob screams outside your window. But the Little Rock Nine, they didn't back down. They kept coming, day after day, facing hate with quiet defiance. Inside, it was no better. They were shoved in hallways, spat on, isolated. One of them, Minna Jean Brown, was even expelled for defending herself. But still, their determination did not sway. They did not back down, but just rose every time they fall. And when the school year ended, Ernest Green, the only senior, graduated. He became the first black graduate of Central High. And with that, history was made. The Little Rock Nine weren't just students. They were warriors in uniforms of youth, armed with books, courage, and purpose. Their battle in the halls of Central High lit a flame in the civil rights movement. Because the biggest revolutions don't always start on battlefields. They start early on people's lives, at school.